Okay, welcome everyone. Let's get right into the stock market technical analysis. Again, we're looking for trade ideas. We're looking for ways to make money in this market. We're going to use the charts to be our guide. As I go along, if you find value in the content or you find yourself interested in learning more about technical analysis and how to use this strategy to help you find winning trades, take my course, link in the description below. I made it available for everyone. It's accessible and affordable. Okay, moving on, guys. Triple Qs, we're battling with this level right here at about 342.40. That's the key level that I've talked about on the daily chart here for triple Qs. This is the tech sector, so it's a major player in the market. And again, this was where we bounced at before back in January. You can see we really held that level. So I have that marked out. We've rallied. Friday we rallied, closed way above it, but right now you can see we're right down at that key level of support. If that breaks, then we might have seen the end of this rally. And again, I talked about this on Friday. I thought maybe we were going to go a little bit higher, and I was looking for potentially up to this 351, 352 area on triple Qs, and then it was likely going to roll over. And so that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if we break this level, then we might have just seen the highs and we're likely going to roll over and make that next leg lower in triple Qs. One thing to point out, though, is we do have that bullish divergence. There it is on the PPO and the RSI right there. So that is giving me an indication that the momentum is clearly bullish. So mixed signals, and it might just make sense to wait and see a little bit. But one thing I do know that if we sell off and start to roll over and we burn through this divergence and make a new low, that's going to be extremely bearish, and that's going to be just another indication that we're likely entering a bear market. All right, so just things to look for. Usually, we have a bullish setup in terms of the momentum. We had a divergent low back there on February 24th. And the charts are set up bullish in general if we take out that momentum and burn through the divergence. So it looks like that. And this is just something to look for. If it shows up, then, it's just another, it's another sign that we just burned through something very bullish and we're probably entering a bear market. Okay, SPY's kind of at that support level as well. Which is basically right there at 430.72. So you can see right there, we're basically right there at that former support. We popped above it, came down. We're holding it so far. We have bullish divergence on both momentum indicators. So it is set up, SPY set up bullish. We should continue higher. If we take out this, if we start to break this support level and sell down and burn through this divergence, then it's going to be extremely bearish and likely indicating we're entering a bear market. Otherwise, we should continue higher. All right. So I know it's kind of mixed analysis. The charts are set up bullish, and I'm just trying to give you things to look for if we don't continue higher. Okay, gold. Gold had this slight uptrend line on the daily chart. I think we're coming in for a backtest of the major pattern. So again, I've got this major pattern kind of marked out in green. This is your consolidating triangle, and we broke to the upside. So we have a bullish breakout. And if we backtest, that's an area to buy on support. So as of right now, gold still looks bullish. It's by the dip. We broke out. We could come in and backtest. We should hold and then continue higher. So gold is by the dip, and that's really it. Same with silver. You can see silver kind of had this downtrend line on the daily chart. Lots of reactions here. We did break out. We came in for a backtest. We had 2 days where we backtested, and we're kind of holding up above, kind of bouncing, and we're above the 200-day moving average. So in general, silver looks bullish. It's by the dip on silver. We should continue higher over time. And oil continues to backtest. So oil has broken trend. Here's your bull trend in oil futures on the daily chart. You can see we just broke trend here, and every single day for the last week or so, we've been backtesting. So oil's been popping in the futures overnight, but it's really just been rallying right up to resistance and then been getting rejected. So I'm looking for breaks in some of these oil stocks and for oil to start to turn down. We don't see anything yet, but keep an eye on it. The first level of support on oil futures is right about 84, 89 is a level. So that's where I'm looking for us to trade down to. probably get a bounce there, and then maybe a little bit lower down to the 200-day moving average, down to about 75.50 or so. That's kind of the move I'm looking for in oil. And from where it's at right now, that would be a move of about 20% to the downside. Okay, pins and PayPal were two long trade ideas I recently gave out last week. A little hesitant on these. I'm not seeing any follow through today. You can see here today we're just kind of, it looks pretty weak. I'm not seeing follow through on that breakout that we saw. So on pins, you've got this downtrend line here. We have bullish divergence on both momentum indicators, and we have a breakout that just occurred on Friday last week. No real follow through today, so it does give me a little hesitation, the fact that I'm just not seeing any follow through. I'm not going to give this one much room. If we don't have much upside and we don't see continued impulsive buying, then I'll probably just pull the plug on these long trade ideas. So things to look at. For pins, I really wouldn't want to let it get below this 25.38. I don't think we should come down and have a back test this soon, right after we have the breakout. So if we get below there, I'll probably just close out the long trade. On PayPal, it's really about the same. I really don't want to see a break below the lows of that breakout point right there at about 106.17. Again, we just broke out of this downtrend line, so we should have follow through buying. And if we see more selling coming in to where we're just coming back down, we could have a false breakout on our hands. So I'm not going to give it a lot of room just because of, the fact that I'm not seeing a lot of follow through today. Okay, well, I don't have a whole lot more to cover. I'm just really keeping an eye on this key level right here on triple Qs, 342. I'm noticing the financials are selling off today, and tech is actually selling off a little bit as well. So just seeing if we can hold this level. If it can't hold this level, then we might have just seen the end of this counter trend rally, and we're going to continue the downtrend. Make no mistake about it. Triple Qs is in a downtrend. You'll see here that we're clearly making lower highs and lower lows as we trend downward. So a break at this level, and you can see it's kind of starting to go, might mean that we saw the end of the counter trend rally, and we're going to continue the downtrend. Okay, guys, I'm going to get this one out there. Leave me a thumbs up, guys, and I'll catch you on the next.